There's the news at 10. First, the highlights. Lagos State Government launches Dele Agadumo Virtual Booth Initiative, Standard Health Insurance Care Services. Federal government warns 22 states of 5-day massive flooding. On the foreign scene, Israeli airstrike kills 48 people in Gaza. And in sport, UEFA unveils Euro 2024 team of the tournament. Now the details. I am Dele Agadumo. Market women, artisans and other stakeholders at the grassroots are in for a good time as Lagos State Government launches Dele Agadumo Virtual Booth Initiative and Standard JARA Health Insurance Plan to make healthcare services readily available to residents. Governor Sanwo-Olu urged Lagos residents to embrace the health initiatives through the Standard JARA Health Insurance Plan, which will allow enrollees pay their premium in installments and accessible healthcare services to people in the informal sector with the virtual booths installed in the marketplace. The governor also confirmed the signing of an executive order to further strengthen the new health initiatives, expecting more residents to embrace the health insurance scheme to give more people access to healthcare facilities.
We are aware that this is for our citizens, it's for our people, and there's no better means. We brought these things to you, we brought it closer to where you are. Please let's make use of them. We will continue to support your efforts. We will continue to ensure that we create the advocacy that is required and to also continue to explain to our citizens the dangers around self-medication or other medical self-help that might be dangerous to our health. Please let us continue to ask questions. Let us utilize initiatives like this as against you just self-medicating yourself.
Advisor to the Governor on Health, Oluwakemi Oguyemi, who lauded the Sanwo-Olu administration's commitment to the health initiatives, noted that Lagos State places value on the lives and health of its citizens.
Employees have shown gratitude and are relieved to know that their health care is in safe hands. With this, Lagos State has consistently proven that she is indeed the first among equal.
The Chairman, Governing Council of LASHMA, Adebayo Adedewe, who said a total of 300 virtual booths are being proposed across the state, noted that the effort is to ensure that more residents have access to quality and affordable health care.
Booths, which is kiosks within the community, shops, motor parks, for those who are not able to go to physical facilities to seek medical help. So they can go from their shop, 10 minutes, they are back to the shop, they don't lose anything in terms of income, and they can still access the medical assistance that they may need. Talk to doctor or get medications, and then you can get their vital, important health signs that they will be able to know that they are well and otherwise.
The Standard JARA Health Insurance Scheme has telemedicine as part of its permanent component, annual medical screening, cardiologists, ear, nose and throat, orthopedic treatments, among others. Our correspondent Adela Akinele reports that the Dele Agadumo Virtual Booth Initiative will be available in 5 locations of the state in Yaba, Ketu, 2 in Ikorodu, Ayetoro Ekwe, and will be expanded to garages and motor parks across the state to enhance quality of healthcare to residents. Highlights of the event was the investiture of Governor Sanwo-Olu as the Grand Ambassador of Universal Healthcare Coverage for Lagos State. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has announced the commitment of a sum of 5 billion to kickstart the development of a new and modern permanent National Youth Service Corps NYSC orientation camp in the state. Governor Sanwo-Olu stated this at the passing out parade and official closing of NYSC 2024 Batch B Stream 1 Corps members at the NYSC orientation camp in Okbaja, where he urged Corps members to create positive impacts and embrace the challenges and opportunities in patriotism to contribute meaningfully to the development of the state and the country. The governor also donated a sum of 100 million naira to NYSC members of staff and supporting agencies, while 4,254 coal members in the 2024 Batch B Stream 1 will get 100,000 naira each. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who donated a 32-seater bus for the use of coal members in Lagos State, promised automatic employment for the first 100 outstanding coal members at the expiration of their service year.
Lagos will give you that enablement that you require for you to succeed going forward. I want to say to you that Lagos, no they carry last. Lagos is not just a showpiece, it's a land of opportunity that is boundless, that is limitless. And you have all the rights and all the privileges to go out there and take it up and work with it and run with it, because you never know what life will throw at you.
Earlier, NYSC Coordinator, Lagos State, Yetunde Baderiwa, congratulated the coal members sworn in 3 weeks ago for orientation for successfully participating and concluding the program as they are ready to go into the world after a robust training for the goals and objectives of the national service in social activities, skills acquisition, paramilitary training, teamwork, collaborations, among others. Baderiwa also appealed to the state government to expedite action on the construction of a new and modern orientation camp for coal members in the state.
And objectives of the national service are realized in the states, they are immense. Therefore, let this serve as a motivation to others to serve the nation diligently, bearing in mind the words of the oath of allegiance which admitted you into the service for the fatherland. As we do not have any other place to call our own, we must strive to make Nigeria a better place to be.
Our correspondent Adiola Akindele reports that highlights of the event was the inspection of the Guard of Honor by Governor Sanwo-Olu, clad in the full NYSC outfit, and a march past by guards on parade, constituting 36 corps members. Lagos State Water Regulatory Commission, LASWACO, has launched a mobile application to simplify registration and certification for packaged water producers as part of efforts to guarantee the health of the people by improving the process associated with regulating the water production chain in the state. Speaking at the launch, Special Advisor to the Governor on the Environment and Water Resources, Kole Rotimi Akudu, stated that the well-being of the citizens is the government's priority. Earlier in her welcome address, Executive Secretary of the Commission, Funke Adepoju, emphasized the crucial role of the stakeholders in the water matrix and maintained that the importance of water, sanitation and hygiene cannot be overstated. Also, Permanent Secretary, Office of Drainage Services, Ministry of the Environment and Water Resources, Olakunle Adebise, and his Office of Environment Services counterpart, Omobolaji Gaji, reminded the water service providers that the symbiotic relationship hinged on essential collaboration to ensure the provision of safe water for the teeming population in Lagos State and ensure the viability of the business for sustainability. Operatives of the Nigerian Navy ship NNS Beecroft have arrested 8 suspected stowaways during their attempt to board 2 speedboats. The Director of Naval Information, Iwuyo Adam Saliu, said the NNS Beecroft, which is in Lagos, has so far apprehended 33 stowaways between January and July. Adam Saliu said upon interrogation, the 5 suspects admitted that they attempted to board the vessel to enable them travel abroad. He noted that the victims were later handed over to the National Agency for Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, while further investigation to identify the agent and trafficking syndicate is ongoing. Now to the rest of the stories. The federal government has predicted that 94 towns are at risk of a 5-day flooding beginning from Tuesday, July 16 till July 20, 2024. Minister of State for Environment, Isiaq Salako, said the identified locations and the environs would likely witness heavy rainfall that may lead to flood within the predicted period. He listed the concerned states as Adamawa State, Abia State, Akwa Ibom State, Bauchi State, among others. Salako urged stakeholders in the country to mitigate the flooding. Also speaking, the Director of Relief and Rehabilitation at the Sokoto Emergency Management Agency, Mustafa Umar, said the agency had carried out sensitization and awareness programs in flood-prone areas. The investigative panel set up by the federal government on the collapsed two-story school building in Jos, Plateau State, has released a preliminary report on the sad incident. The two-story building housing Saint Academy, located at the Busa Buji community in the Jos North local government area of the state, collapsed on Friday, claiming the lives of 22 persons and left about 154 trapped persons who were evacuated to various hospitals. Addressing journalists in Jos, Director General of the Nigerian Building and Road Research Institute, Samson Duna, said the report of the panel revealed that the physical observation of the building looked distressed, while weak materials were used for the building. The report also said the slab reinforcement anchorage provided for the structure was inadequate. Duna enjoined the government and other professional bodies in the construction industry to insist on integrity tests on all distressed buildings, especially those around the collapsed building site. Now to foreign news. At least 48 people were killed in 3 Israeli airstrikes. At least 48 people were killed in 3 Israeli airstrikes in less than 1 hour on Tuesday. According to Gaza's Civil Defense Agency, the attacks killed at least 25 people at a United Nations-run school in central Gaza's Nusrat area. It said 18 people were also killed in southern Khan Yunis and 5 people were killed in Beit Lahia in northern Gaza. The United Nations said an Israeli strike hit close to its Joint Operations Center in Deir el-Balah, from where it coordinates the humanitarian aid response in Gaza. In 9 months of war, 70% of United Nations Relief and Works Agency schools in Gaza have now been bombed, and 539 people sheltering inside its premises have been killed. The death toll in Israel from the Hamas-led attacks on October 7 is estimated at 1,139, and dozens of people are still held captive in Gaza. Now, sport. UEFA has revealed its official Euro 2024 team of the tournament, showcasing the standout performers from this summer's championship. The lineup, presented in a 4-3-3 formation, features players from various nations who excelled throughout the competition, but dominated by winners, Spain. In goal, France's Mike Maignan gets the nod after a series of impressive performances. The defense comprises England's Kyle Walker, Switzerland's Manuel Akanji, France's William Saliba, and Spain's Marc Cucurella. The midfield trio consists of Spain's Rodri, Fabian Ruiz, and Dani Olmo. The forward line is particularly exciting, featuring Germany's Jamal Musiala as the central striker, flanked by Spain's Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams. Meanwhile, Rodri was named as the best player of Euro 2024 after helping the La Furia Roja beat England 2-1 to win the competition for a 4th time in Berlin on Sunday. And that is the news at 10. Just before we go, ensure the registration mark on your vehicle is clear and visible at all times. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration trained 500 unemployed youths in soft skills and job interview program? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, are the highlights of the major stories. Market women, artisans and other stakeholders at the grassroots are in for a good time as Lagos State Government launches Dele Agadumo virtual booth initiative and standard JARA health insurance plan to make healthcare services readily available to residents. The federal government has predicted that 94 towns are at risk of a 5-day flooding beginning from Tuesday, July 16 till July 20, 2024. Also told you that at least 48 people were killed in 3 Israeli airstrikes in less than 1 hour on Tuesday. And in sports, UEFA has revealed its official Euro 2024 team of the tournament, showcasing the standout performers from the summer's championship. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That is the news broadcast compiled by Kayode Mafolashiri. I am Dele Agadumo. Good morning. Thank you for listening.